First things first. Fixed it. In case anyone doesn't know who has this palette or wants to get it, can't really anyway because about everyone's pulled it. But this was a gift from my best friend, my birthday. Still want to use it because the shadows are good and it was a gift. I don't want to support this brand though because of everything that's been going on with Shane and Jeffree. For this video, I need more colours to work with, but I don't want to give any more promotion to this. So instead, we're going to use this palette to draw attention to Black Lives Matter, which I'm sure will piss off the racists, the Jeffree, Starr and Shane Dawson. And if you have this palette and you don't feel comfortable using it, still use your products. It'll be wasteful to throw this out. You need to be conscious of what we are throwing away. So still use your product. Just don't actively support the company any longer. Black Lives Matter. Okay? If you disagree with that fact, I don't want you here anyway. Bye. On to the topic of this video. So, I need to do my makeup for a day of filming. I also need to hydrate. So, I thought what I could do is bring out all of my palettes that are vegan and do like a random number challenge, and hopefully this doesn't fuck me over. I'm going to show these in the order that I intend to use the number generator on them. I'll explain. Colourpop Double Entendre palette. The way this works is I'll roll for a palette first. This will be palette 1. I'll then roll for the shade, and the way this is going to work to work with all the palette layouts that I have, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's how it works for all the palettes. We go from top to bottom for our rows. So I'll roll for the palette, then I'll roll for the shade, and then we'll roll again for the palette. Okay, so that's palette number 1. Palette number 2 will be SHANXO The Remix. And this is a double-sided palette. This is palette 2. Then palette 3, this I got in a Vegan Kind beauty box. This is the one that I had to take into consideration when I was figuring out the layout. So 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. We have this palette that will remain nameless. I eventually think I want to dupe out all these colours, like figure out dupes for them. That's palette number 4. And palette 5, this was actually another gift from a friend. Carrie got me this, and this has really been abused. I've like used this a lot. But this will be palette number 5. Oh, I also decided on top of the Colourpop, I was going to extend that a little bit just because I want to use my Colourpop singles a little bit more. So Colourpop's actually going to have 14. So it's a £12 palette. We're going to add in 13 and 14. This is my laptop. Let's take my Tesco order off here, shall we? Going for a palette first. So you can see here, hopefully, we've got minimum 1, maximum 5. So let's generate 2. So we'll be starting with the SHANXO palette, which has 18 possibilities. Number 18, side 2. Oh god, this is already gonna be, I haven't touched this shadow because I don't know what to do with it. So first colour is Baby Girl from the SHANXO The Remix palette. This is already getting interesting. So palette 4 is gonna be our Black Lives Matter, because we don't support racists. 1, we got number 4. Please tell me this goes with hot pink, because if it's a blue. Okay, no, that's workable. This shade, it's called Controversy. Don't buy this. Number 2 again, another one from the SHANXO. Number 10, so that's going to be again same size as Baby Girl is. Oh yes, I've got a shimmer shade. This is Island Glow. Thank God we got something for the highlight, although this is quite dark for my skin anyway. I'm quite pale, so that'll be interesting. Haven't really got any kind of transition shade yet, which makes me nervous. Palette number 5, I Heart Revolution Nudes palette. So this is 1 to, oh, it's also to 18. and it's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can use that in the crease. Secret. Colour 5. Palette number 1, we've got the Colourpop. So we're doing this out of 14. Colour 5. Oh yes, one of my favourite shades. I don't know how I'm going to get this to work with the others, but it's naked. So, naked. One more colour, just so I've got like a deepening kind of shade. Generate. Palette number 3. That's the one we haven't got. Yeah, so then we've got one from each palette then. So this palette. I could regret this because there's some like really varying shades in there. Number 7. So that's in here, and that's gonna be the last one we pick. And this could get really interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? That will do. This colour called Carrot. I've got oil on my face right now, by the way, to try and help with the scarring I've got under my eye, and I've also got a bit of scarring around my eyes. Also, don't look at my lips. They're dry. So stick some concealer on my lid. It's just starting to run out, isn't it? This is just me using the Too Faced Mott U Sculpting Concealer. I'm just blending it out with the Real Technique sponge. In here is just my RCMA No Colour powder. It's just better packaging. This is an old Cover FX powder package that I just cleaned out, and I put my RCMA in it because it's just better. She's set and she's ready to go. So I'm going to take the Luxe Soft Crease Brush by Jessup, a little bit of Naked. This is quite a nice, safe crease shade, so I'm just going to blend that pretty roughly into the crease, if I'm honest with you. I'm not going to bring that too much onto the outer V either because I want options here. Seeing as I've got my Voldemort Jeffree Star Shane Dawson palette in this video, let's have a chat about that situation, shall we? And just general YouTube, because I've been very heavily invested in what's been going on. Quick recap from my understanding, please keep that in mind. But a recap of what's happened. Last year, Tati Westbrook, glowing goddess of YouTube, uploads the Bias Sister video, okay? Cancels James Charles. Jeffree gets on Twitter, talks about how he's a danger to society, and it seems like James Charles is over, right? I'm just taking like a really dense brush. This comes in the Real Techniques eye kit. The name's rubbed off, so I don't know what it is, but it's just a very dense brush. And it seems like someone's gonna come forward with like allegations of abuse. Never happened. You think that's the end of it. While that's going on, Shane and Jeffree are doing their series, creating this. In the trailer, Shane goes ahead and teases all the drama. Everyone's like, ooh, tea, excited. But then it doesn't come out. Like, he doesn't actually include it in the series until he does that one video which went up, I think, on his Shane Glossing channel. It didn't even come up on his actual channel. It came up on like his new channel that basically didn't use. And everyone's like, okay, fine. This is the Jessup's Luxe Crease. It's just a little bit thinner, and we're gonna take Baby Girl. This is going in the crease as well. He did the one video like summarising all the drama. It's not really edited. Everyone thinks that's the end of it. And then recently, things have been coming out about how drama channels were on Jeffree's payroll, and a lot of more information comes to light. And all of a sudden, more questions being asked at Shane about, did he know more than he let on? Was he involved in making the video? You know, things start getting really spicy, you know? As a result of that, all the shady stuff that Jeffree and Shane were doing in the background, like being drama channels information, it seems like that Shane's involved with the Bye Sister video and orchestrated the whole thing for its series. All that's coming up to bring the drama back to the surface, right? This YouTuber, whose name I forget, and I'm really sorry, I'll put it on the screen, they also say that they were present for a phone call where Shane rings Jeffree months before Bye Sister and is like cussing about James. and saying bad things about James Charles, which further adds to the narrative that was put forward that it was orchestrated by those two. Then Shane releases his manifesto. Smoky Glow said it right in her video. That thing was a manifesto. Basically saying that he wasn't involved with the video, he's quitting the toxic, drama-focused beauty community. And fuck you all, I'm out. That's me shortening it down. Meanwhile, Jenna of Marbles leaves YouTube. Devastating. Mad respect for her for the video that she made. Not for me to forgive anything that she was talking about in that video, although I think it was very well done, and the sentiment of it I completely understand. And I also understand why she is taking this opportunity to step back from YouTube, because it is a raging dumpster fire right now. And people that she's friends with are being brought into it and being constantly being asked about where your allegiance lies. All of this shouldn't really be dealt with in the public. It's getting really pink, isn't it? So Jenna leaves. So after his manifesto comes out and he does his apology video, which is inspired by Jenna, which wasn't anything close to what Jenna did. He didn't show what he was apologising for. He didn't address everything. More starts coming out on the internet, some of which has circulated before, some of it hasn't, with him being problematic and inappropriate towards children. We also got more examples of his blackface coming to light. And then Tati drops her video. We're going to go into controversy as I'm discussing this with a smaller brush. So Tati drops her video. Wow. You know, he said in his manifesto that she beat her face to the gods and dragged James to filth. Wow, shame. She dragged you to filth as well. And you know what? Fair play to her. Like, I think that video was actually pretty well done. I understand where some people are taking issue with it because she's not really taking accountability for the part that she played. But she was really crying in that video. I don't know how you can even begin to think that they're faking it, really. I'm just going back into Baby Girl just to blend a little bit. The fact that lawyers are involved and they're involved to the point where she's reading from her statements, she doesn't deviate, kind of shows that Shane and Jeffree are both in shit. More Shane stuff starts popping out after Tati's video, which rocked the community. Like, I remember being on Twitter and just seeing everyone being like, what's happening? We then started to hear from other people coming forward. Blair White being one of them. Someone that I've been aware of, particularly because I did follow the whole Onision situation, which is still going on, by the way. No one's talking about it as much, but that man needs to be in jail. Anyway. She came forward, talking purely about Jeffree Star, saying how she's afraid. Samantha Ravender, my queen, like my favourite beauty tuber on the platform, said on a live stream apparently that she was afraid. Why is everyone afraid of Jeffree Star? Like, seriously, he has money, but fucking hell. The fact that so many people are saying they're afraid to speak out, but they're going to because it's the right thing. While all this is going on, Shane's getting more and more heat on Twitter. He goes on his live stream after Tati's video as well, I should mention that, which his reaction to when Tati was talking about the fact she was abused. The fact that your boyfriend's telling you to get off that stream speaks volumes, to be honest with you, especially considering the fact he's not an angel himself, judging by the tweets that rather than just popping out there, you know. The fact though that he can get on Instagram Live the second that video drops but doesn't address the situation that's going on with the Smiths, because there's a very inappropriate video that shows him being inappropriate towards Willow Smith as an 11-year-old. You don't address that situation. You don't address the Smiths, but you want to jump on Instagram Live as soon as she uploads and start calling her a liar and bringing out how you were molested when you're saying that her talking about her abuse is being manipulative. I mean, and Jeffree's just quiet while all this is happening. Silent. And I'm just waiting for Jeffree's video because he's gonna say something. Unless he's extra smart and he just stays quiet until he does have to go to court. But he's been silent throughout all of this. Which is funny because Shane would back him up whenever he was being dragged to filth. Jeffree, Shane would back him up. He's not returning the favour because he's a shady bitch. And then the voice memo situation, which Blair White says is credible. Tati says it seems to be a cut of a larger conversation. There either is a victim out there who needs to be the one that comes forward because it's their choice rather than feeling forced. And if there is a victim, then yes, justice needs to be brought towards James Charles. Or this is a situation that's manipulated by Jeffree Star, which is realistic. It could be that Jeffree Star manipulated this victim to say what they said, but they didn't actually mean it, which is no reason why they don't want to come forward because they felt manipulated in the situation. Or there is no voice note. Could be completely doctored. We don't know. But the fact that there is a potential victim and a potential crime that happened amongst all of this just makes it even more insane. All things brought to light is how problematic Shane Dawson actually is. Because no matter how much you apologise, the things that he's done, aimed specifically at children, because I said it's not for me to forgive the blackface, even though I don't. I can't support that. Because it's not just once or twice or 3 times, it's a pattern with him. And I wish I knew more about that before I supported his series. I just miss Jenna Marbles, yeah. You've got to keep in mind, and I think is the reason why Tati said you've got to be prepared to forgive people and not cancel them when all these allegations come out of the woodwork, because you're looking at an entire community's dirty laundry probably probably coming to light because of a situation that shouldn't have ever happened. It shouldn't have happened. It was a situation that was manipulated in the background, allegedly. Everything I'm saying here is alleged. Fuck Jeffree Star. I didn't ever really get on board supporting him anyway after I found out about his racist past. It's more that I supported Shane, and he did look pretty good at the end of the first series that they did together. And I was thinking, but it didn't ever sit quite right with Jeffree. I liked Shane. I liked the documentary. I really liked the Tanacon one. But that's irrelevant now because we're not supporting him. So I feel like I've done quite a nice job of getting that to be pretty cohesive. What I'm going to do with the 2 browns, what I want to do now is take Island Glow from the Shannexo, and I want quite a dense brush, and we're going to really load this up. Guess what? This is going on the lid. Ah, I'm really happy with that lid. Okay, so the other 2 shades, they're going on the lower lash line. Those are my views right now. I'm curious to see what's going to happen over the coming weeks and days following all of this that's been going on, because fuck, it's been a lot, hasn't it? There's a new one of the Coverage Foundation by The Ordinary, by the way. This will be featured in the haul that I'm filming after this video. So the next week or so is going to be quite interesting to see what actually happens. Pull out from Tati's video. I'm really curious to see if a court case actually comes out of this as well, because even though Tati does have a lot of money, she did suffer some substantial damages. Thanks beauty community for giving us some drama to be distracted by while the world continues to burn. This foundation is gorgeous. I really highly recommend the Coverage Foundation because it covers pretty freaking nicely. Like, it's covered the weird scar burn thing I've got under my eye, no problem. And it just looks, I mean, I had oil on before this, but it just looks very skin-like. Just sits beautifully. This is the Oma Beauty concealer. This is vegan. Oma Beauty has appeared fucking everywhere for the UK recently. I got mine off Cult Beauty, but it's also on ASOS, I've noticed. And I'm pretty sure, at least at the time of recording, it's on offer on ASOS. So you're welcome. But this is a brand, it's a black-owned brand. So I wanted to try and expand the, be more conscious that I'm supporting black-run businesses. And Samantha Ravendale really rated it. It's been a nice concealer, and I agree, it's not as full coverage as Too Faced, but I think it looks really nice under the eye. It doesn't look too cakey, which is kind of what I need because, as I've mentioned a million times in recent videos, I've got that weird thing under my eye right now. My skin's been going through it. It's like, as soon as I mention skincare products I absolutely adore, my skin's like, nah. Or it's also because I used retinol twice a day, which don't do. Don't overuse retinol, kids. Gradual introduction, once a day. Retinol at night time, even if it's in a tonic. And just research. Don't just take what I say or one YouTuber says about active ingredients. Look into it properly, okay? They are good at what they do. Active ingredients are active. They will actively to help the skin or work on the skin, but if you go in mixing the wrong things or use too much at once or use, you know, the wrong product at the wrong time of day, it can cause problems. Also, if you use retinol, don't get waxed. No, at your eyebrows, because you could have your whole entire skin burn and peel off. I really like that concealer. I think it sits really nicely under the eyes. So to continue my base, concealer, but use it as a base for my bronzing products. I really like doing this. It's a 10.5 Revolution Concealer and Define. As long as you've got a concealer you like that sits nice in the skin, just pick a shade that's going to work, you know, for this little trick. You want to look into getting a cream bronzer. I have noticed on Cult Beauty that they stock Milk makeup, so I'm just waiting to see whether or not their bronzer is going to come back in stock anytime soon. I really want to try it. So yeah, I'm just putting this down, and this is going to be the base for my bronzing products basically. And I think this helps give a nice glow and skin-like finish, and it also gives dimension when you layer products, as long as you're layering things lightly and with intention. I'm going to go ahead and set my face. Again, we're just using the RCMA No Colour Powder. I don't need another setting powder in my life. The RCMA just does everything I need it to do. I actually have like a full Kat Von D setting powder in my drawer. I just don't touch because it's not as good as this. I believe in vaccinating your children. Even though KVD, Vegan Beauty, is not associated with Kat Von D any longer, but I think there's been some irreparable damage done there. Thinking about it, how is it that Jeffree Star's brand has been, or Jeffree Star has been cancelled time and time again and brought into question time and time again about his racist past and problematic past, and his brand has recovered, yet Kat Von D had to step away from her brand, and even then it's still not like recovering. It's still not really being talked about online. Huh. There's some food for thought. This has happened a few times where female creators have been dragged harder or had their careers completely destroyed for something, and then an equivalent white male has done the same thing. May recover from it. Finish this eye look. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with Secret from this Pure palette, which I thought I was going to use in the crease, but you know, I got Naked instead, which is one of my favourite shades ever to use. And we're going to bring that under the eye. This brush I'm using, by the way, is Petite Crease. It's just a bit of a smaller brush to use for under eye work. It's also quite good for detail work in the crease as well. And then I'm going to take Carrot from the Sunkissed palette. I'm just going to work that on the outer corner underneath there. There you go, that's all 6 shades used, my friends. On this, I want to do a thin liner. Famous last words here. Oh, fuck. You know what? I think it's time that this be's replaced, which is actually can be quite risky because I don't have another one of these in the background. The brush on this is fucked, so that goes into an empties bag. Coming to an empties video soon. So this is a liner I've had a while. NYX liner has lasted so long I haven't had a chance to use this. So this I got in a vegan kind box. Is the Meme Expert Liner. Brush looks good. Oh, black as well. This is drying out really quickly. I was just saying to start off really strong. I feel like when I'm going to do my lid, I've got basically no product on this brush. I almost want to go grab the NYX liner, see if I can fix this eye specifically. Well, that's as good as that's going to get. I don't know how I feel about this liner. I'm going to have to keep using it. And that's all I've got coming on for that right now. This is just a black liner. It's not vegan. I got it as a birthday gift. My friend didn't know. It is cruelty free, but I'm not going to promote the brand where it is not a vegan liner. I actually think I want to put black in my waterline. I want to give lashes a go on camera today. Fuck it, I'm feeling frisky. Let's give it a go, shall we? So these are some cheap lashes that I got just to kind of practice. So I do want to start using lashes. I think they really do complete a look sometimes. So I have been practicing with these guys, and there's cheap ones that I got off Amazon. If I can find them a link, but they're foam ink. They're definitely plastic. I haven't been able to get them on super successfully yet, if I'm honest with you. But I also haven't been trimming them properly. This is some Socialized lash glue. It's really old. Socialized also isn't a company anymore. Why can't things just be straightforward? Is that one of my lashes on here? Or is this attached? We'll never know. Also, if you can see my undercut at all, this beautiful thing is getting cut next weekend, okay? Don't come for me. Right, we're gonna let those sit and dry. What highlight have I put in my bag today? So this is from a Vegan Kind beauty box. Oh, they feel so weird. Are those inner corners lifting? They are. This is the Sunkissed Baked to Perfection Highlight Duo. I don't really use the pink side very much, and you can tell by the fact that it's only dented on the champagne-y side. Let's put this on. This is a really nice, pretty highlight. I really like it. Pop on my brow gel. This is the Colourpop brow gel in brunette, I think. No, dark brown. I'm going to use a little bit of the Hourglass, but I want to put a bit of butter bronzer down. So every time I use it, this is no longer cruelty-free, because Physicians Formula are selling in China. I'm using the Spectrum A05 brush. I really want to get more Spectrum brushes. It's on my wish list. I do want to start swap out some of my non-vegan brushes, vegan ones, and I absolutely love this brush. Put a little bit of this on. Let's put a little bit on just for a bit more glow. Oh yes. I'm going to put on a little bit of this Tarte blush here. This is in Ornate. And I think what I'm going to do is use the pinky side of that Sunkissed bronzer as like a blush topper. So let's do that. Use a little bit of the Nude Sticks Whisper. This is the Fenty Gloss in the shade Fussy. Let's do my brows first. We're using some of the Colourpop Brow Pencil. Yes, it's also in dark brown. I'm just using that to fill in my spots that don't have as much hair. And let's just finish off this situation that's going on with my eyes right now. So we're going to use a little bit of the On The Rise by NYX. I like the finished look. I think this is really pretty. The only reason I'm using Sport Fix is because the Matte Fix has been out of stock for ages, but I quite like this as well. You know what? That's okay. It's the finished look. I'll probably edit out these shots if these lashes look horrific, which they very well could do. I don't know. Like, they look alright with my eyes open. At least. I don't know about my eyes being closed. I want to support controversial brands. The only reason I included this is because I needed some more bright colours to make this interesting. And I think if we draw attention to more important things while using it and talk about why this is problematic and say don't support them if you need your fun coloured shadows, I'll try and dupe this palette out. Purple is definitely dupable from Sugar Pill, I think. What if this palette ends up becoming like really high value because nowhere's selling it? Weird things that could happen in the near future. But yeah, that's been this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing me rant about the beauty community. Yeah, I've been Abby. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.